Earth Angel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for joining me here for today's moon phase pick a card reading. We are currently entering the full moon in Leo, and the topic for today's reading is what you need to hear right now. There's a lot happening astrologically right now, and there's a lot of ascension energies rising and moving. A lot of shifts in our world, inner worlds and outer worlds right now collectively. So we're just going to leave it open to spirit today in this reading and see what you need to hear right now. This is also a timeless reading. So if you're here at a different time in history, that is okay. There are likely messages here for you. This is also a general collective reading. So please do only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you're doing really well. We're going to get into oracle cards, these main cards here for you today to look at what you need to hear right now, and the tarot, some more oracles, and we're going to do a charm reading at the end of each group for you. So stick around if you like the charms. I will insert an overhead view of the groups at the end of this introduction so you can pause the video and take your time looking at the cards and the crystals a little more closely if you would like to. You might feel drawn to more than one group, and that is okay and very common. In a reading like this, you might have many messages in more than one group, so just enjoy, have fun with it, and only take what resonates with you. The timestamps are listed in the description box below so that you can jump right to your reading. For group 1, we have number 17, Let Go, Bury. With the Carnelian stone. For group 2, we have number 35, Destiny Path, Omnia Unus Est, which I'm probably saying that wrong, and I apologize, but with the Labradorite Lotus, for group 3, we have number 42, Transformation. With the Lapis Lazuli stone. Take your time choosing a group. I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose Let Go, Bury, number 17. With the Carnelian stone. This stone my son brought back to me from his trip to Brazil. He was in a crystal shop there and brought back a few things for me. So that might be right away a synchronicity for somebody or some sort of confirmation. So welcome, group 1. Thank you for joining me here for this full moon in Leo. What do you need to hear? Messages reading for you today. I'm looking forward to getting into this with you. It's been a powerful time, as I mentioned in the introduction. So, and recently I was just gifted a new tarot deck by my dear friend Karen. So if you're watching, Karen, thank you. And I'm going to use it for each group today because normally, or a lot of times I use a different tarot deck for each group, but I'm going to use this one for each group because I want to see all the cards, or as many of the cards as I can. And this is the Mystical Cat Tarot. So if you love cats like I do, then you will probably enjoy this deck too. If you don't love cats, I'm sorry. Hopefully you love the messages regardless. So anyway, thank you for being here with me. Let's get into your messages, group 1. First, with this card kind of capping your reading. What do we have on the back of the deck? The Two of Fire. So the Two of Wands is on the back of the deck. Yeah, you might be at a bit of a crossroads, group one, because this card, this is the scorpion fly. I did not know that there were scorpions that could fly. That is terrifying to me. So this is the scorpion fly, and I'm guessing it's deadly. But there's something here, the message of this card, and it's number 17, which is in the major arcana, is the star. Aquarius energy. This is also number 8 in numerology, which is the number of karma, and also can be a number of abundance and growth through lessons, through karma. So this let go and bury message is saying that there is fertile ground already available. There's something in your life that is ready to bloom. This is the message Spirit wants to bring to you today. If this is your reading, there's something that is like something that's like wanting to happen in your life, that's wanting to be planted, that's wanting to bloom because the soil is right, the time is ready, but there's something that is not being let go of, so there's not any room for it. So if there's something that you're holding on to, maybe this is resonating in your life, something you're having trouble letting go of. Yeah, so we're going to get into messages around that. But I wanted to also say about that we are currently in, if you're here in current time, by the way, the back of these cards are so beautiful. This is from the Animal Apothecary Oracle deck. I love it. But this, if you're here in current time, this is, we're closing out the year of the wood snake and moving into the year of the fire horse. So as of February 17th, technically. And this last stretch of the year of the snake, we are really, we're releasing some of the hardest stuff. Some of the stuff that has been with us maybe even since birth, like might even be ancestral or karmic, something that was is kind of in our DNA, patterns or connections or ideas, beliefs. There's something deep that we're releasing that's hard to release right now, but it's know that this is the piece that sets you free, because that fertile ground is there and ready for an abundant blossom, you know, like, because the ground's fertile. I keep getting that. So it's like whatever wants to come next, you're ready for it. And it's just the only thing that's happening and in the way is that you're at this crossroads, as we see with the Two of Wands, where you're having trouble letting go of something. So let's get a little more into the messages for you, if that's resonating with you. For group one, please, Spirit. What do they need to hear right now? What does group one need to hear right now, please, Spirit? What messages, thank you, want to come through for group one? Okay. So we have the Ace of Sky jumping out, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, which is the Sky Queen in this deck. What does group one need to hear? The Sea Kitten, so cute. The Page of Cups. Tell me more about the Ace of Sky, please. Why is the Ace of Sky here? The Empress, number 3. Major Arcana for Libra and Taurus. We do have air here pretty strongly, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, even with me mentioning the star. Tell me why the Queen of Swords, thank you. The Two of, what? Oh, the Two of, what do they call that again? The Two of Sea, which is the Two of Cups. Sorry, I got fixated on the card for a second. Very cute. The Two of Cups. Why is the sea kitten here? What does group 1 need to hear right now? The Sky Tom, which is the Knight of Swords. And on the back of the deck, we have the Priest, which is the Hierophant number 5. Yeah, it's like, you know, this card is talking about making room. Making room for something new in your life. I believe you've gotten clarity, and it might have been difficult clarity, you know, just something difficult to see. I believe you've gotten clarity around something in your relationships that were not serving you, that were not abundant. With the Priest here, I feel like you have recently learned a very powerful spiritual lesson. And this is more Taurus energy. So there is something, the Nine of Sky. So the Nine of Swords, there's been a lot of anxiety, which I was getting with the Scorpion fly. You've been under a lot of anxiety recently. But there's this truth here that's come out around what makes you happy. What is your growth? What is your expansion? What is your abundant path? The path that makes you happy. This is, I think, some of the spiritual wisdom that's come in and what you really want to commit to. You've gotten very clear about that. So it's really about just letting go of the past. Letting go of maybe even a dream from childhood about the way things were going to be, and instead, you know, embracing what is actually happening, because it's even better, is what I'm hearing and getting. And that you need to hear that it is okay to go after what it is that your heart desires. You have the clarity. You can release. You have the clarity. I'm not even seeing anything about the past here. All I'm seeing is this new beginning that really wants to come through for you, group 1. It's like this is a spiritual lesson. There's something here that you're ready to build, give your life to, commit to in a very powerful way. You've gotten clarity around this. Around your value, your worth, around what will bring you abundance and happiness. And like I said, growth, expansion. You've gotten clarity around what kind of person and or people you want in your life, that you want to share your life with. So, and I'm hearing you don't have to just think about it or dream it. It's time to go for it. And that's what I keep getting. So let's look at, what do they need to release? Spirit's like, stop, not in an aggressive, but you don't need to be in anxiety anymore. You know, you don't need to worry. Maybe you've had sleepless nights around this, a lot of fear about going forward, following this dream. But you did get this clarity. There's this truth here. So tell us more about what they need to release. It's like, you know, with the Ace of Swords here. But we're just going to confirm for you. The Four of Sea, or I'm sorry, the Five of Sea, which is the Five of Cups. You need to, Spirit's saying, you need to release the regret, the loss, the grief, the pain, the disappointment. There's this, like, you know, this cats do not like to be wet. We know this. That cat does not look happy. But, you know, there's still fish in the pond. There's still fish swimming around in bright colors even. Happiness available to you. Traditionally. Or maybe those fish are dead. Because there's two pools behind this cat. And then there's this pool where all these fish are. But regardless, that's interesting. What do I want to... I'm going with that first message that came through because, yeah, you know, there's still fish here in the sea. So if this was like the end of... If there's a past relationship that you need to release, or some sort of past relationship, anything, past job, a past experience, if there's something you need to release, that is it. That's what's in the way of this abundant, blessed, beautiful, like even spiritually led new beginning coming in. Something that's going to even light up your inner child and really bring a lot of harmony and peace into your life. It's like it's about realizing if these fish in this pool aren't, you know, didn't work out, like this cat jumped in there and maybe she didn't, you know, catch a fish. But there are more pools, you know, over here. It's not all lost. You know, the cat needs... So I'm going off on this picture. It's just so cute, though. But anyway, so let's just say what needs to be let go and buried is whatever this regret is. And maybe it is even a relationship from the past or an opportunity from the past that you've been felt like a huge loss that was very heartbreaking and difficult for you. So letting go of that fully, seeing, you know, the truth of it with this Ace of Swords and Queen of Swords, you know. And so it's like just maybe forgiveness is needed, whatever is needed to let go and bury the past, to let go of any regret. You know, if it's coming from, for some of you, if it's coming from your own guilt, or disappointment in yourself around something, Spirit's saying, let that go. Forgive yourself. There's like, everybody, that's how we learn. And sometimes that's part of the path. And I know you know that, but it like emotionally is like you're being reminded to lean into this truth of this, you know, what you know to be true about what actually does like make you feel abundant and make you feel fulfilled and make you feel in alignment and in harmony in your life. And don't be afraid to take action upon that, and even to speak your truth as well. So what else does group 1 need to release here? The Lovers. I feel like it is like a choice from your heart, something your heart and soul was really set on. This is Gemini energy, number 6. Whether it was a relationship or an opportunity, like I said, but whatever it was, you really wanted it. And so I'm hearing it's okay to release this to the universe, because you know what's meant to be will not miss you, will not pass you by. And to lean into your own truth and your own worth and your own abundance and whatever brings you happiness and clarity in your own life, and go after what makes you happy in life, not what is you know, keeps throwing you in the water and leaving you wet and sad. Like this cat. I don't know, it's just an example. But my point is, you know, there is a choice. The choice here for love is you've already made it, or you are. I feel like you already have made it. The choice to love yourself, to choose you, to choose what you know to be your true happiness. This unconditional love within you. You've had to walk away or let go, or something has fallen apart from the past. There is some disappointment here, like I said. But ultimately, in choosing you, you can't go wrong. And that's what I see here. This is, so again, you're being guided to let go as part of when we're talking about let go and bury any kind of regret around this choice that you made. Because there is no mistake here. Even if it was disappointing and felt like a mistake. You know, it's like it was always meant to be that way, or, you know, you're being rerouted. With this Ace of Swords and the Empress, it's like the universe is always, with a Hierophant here too, fully abundant. You know, so if one path, for whatever reason, did not align, it doesn't mean that your happiness and your dreams and your heart can't be fulfilled. And there is plenty of opportunities still available, but you have to release any guilt, any regret, any sorrow around the decisions from the past, because you were doing the best you could in the time you could with what you had, like we all do. And this is part of the spiritual lesson you're learning. Let's get one more on what you need to release and bury and let go of. the Sea Queen, the Queen of Cups. So again, releasing any, I feel like this is saying releasing any kind of feeling of emotional obligation to the past, whatever this past decision was or past opportunity or past thing. Release your heart's connection to it, like your heart was set on it. So it's like it is important to grieve if you haven't already, and allow yourself to fully grieve and feel this love, because it opens your heart for this Empress love coming in, which is unconditional love. This love is beautiful too, this Queen of Cups. But I feel like it's more about like releasing any kind of heavy feelings you have around that, or any kind of attachment you have to nurturing the situation still. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Sea. Yeah, letting go of the past, because this is the Ace of Cups. There is an opportunity for a beautiful new beginning here coming in from the universe. It's already here. The abundance for it is already here. It's just you letting go and burying the energies, these regrets, whatever this is from the past, because the new beginning is happening. It's right here, right now. And those are the messages that Spirit wants you to hear today. Oh, wow, Group 1, that's really beautiful and powerful. So let's get a final oracle card here from the map, the Enchanted Map Tarot, to see what final messages want to come through around this for you, and then we're going to get into the charms. So thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. I hope the messages are helpful and resonating. If they are, please let me know in the comments if you would like to share. So let's see for group 1, please. Spirit, what do they need to hear? I've got the deck upside down. Compass. Number 50. Yeah, there's a change here that's, wants to come in, and it is aligned for you. It is part of your alignment. So trusting that you will be led, that you have this inner compass that knows the way, that you don't have to fear this new beginning, that you can trust that with the Queen of Cups here too, that you're intuitive and that your intuition can guide you through this. And on the back of the deck, we have Follow the Leader, number 40. And as I'm looking at that, I'm hearing be the leader that you wish that you had. So it's like about you opening up with the priest and the Empress here too, in this new beginning. You're going to be in a place of more empowerment, whatever this is. And let's look at Follow the Leader here. And more stability. This says, every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. Yeah, with the priest here too. You're being led with compass. You're being led through this change, through this shift. So trust that nothing was lost. Everything that you're burying, and this card talks about whatever's buried becoming fertile ground, like composting in the earth and transforming and alchemizing into something beautiful and new can bloom out of. And so this is what is happening. It's already here for you. You've already made the choice, and so that you're being guided to just trust yourself in this process and release any kind of attachment you might still have, any kind of regrets, sorrows, guilt, shame, anything like that, any anger, any heavier emotions that might be holding you back. It says you're being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery and the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then, in turn, have more to offer. Beautiful. Yeah, through this, you are moving into a position, take it as it resonates. This abundant new position for some of you might be a career shift where you are have more authority in a position. So take it as it resonates, like I said. Let's look at your charms. Take this out. So this might get a little loud for those of you who are sensitive, or if you have headphones on, you might want to turn it down for just a few seconds. For group 1, please, what do they need to hear right now? For group 1. So, I don't know if you all saw the little short I put out. Maybe I'll attach it to this video if I remember. But I do have baby tarot in here now. So we have, what is this? Hierophant again, or is, I can't see. No, it's Justice. Number 11. And Major Arcana for Libra. So more Libra. Taurus twice, Libra twice. Oh, and we have Death, which is Scorpio, number 13. Yeah, death and bury, let go. Yeah, this will balance the scales in your life. This is karmic justice. This is like going to bring you into a rebirth. And you're protected through this process. Absolutely. I was feeling that all through your reading. And then you have the hummingbird here. So you are moving into a place of joy. If you haven't been feeling joyful already, that is part of what comes with the new beginning when you let go of this pain. Like, you're not, spirit, you're not here to live in this pain. So maybe some of you have been punishing yourselves over a tower moment, over something that broke apart with this little black lightning bolt here. There was something that broke down, but it was all part of the compass, the wheel of life. It was all part of the journey. Some of you really need to hear that with justice too, there's this, things are being set right. If something was, done wrong to you, justice is coming in for you. But if you feel like you did something wrong, you're being guided to heal, to release that with death and justice of you're being forgiven by the universe and by yourself. Forgive yourself, learn the lesson. And know, now I've seen the light, I've seen a truth, and make different choices and decisions, and you will and you are. And here we have the sailboat. So I'm going with the flow, if wherever the waves are kind of leading you, not resisting the compass here, not resisting divine guidance or the flow of life. Not trying to fight for something that's clearly no longer alive or working. And then we have the bicycle with the heart wheels. It's like you're moving forward with love. You're moving forward with the 2 of Cups and the 2 here. You're moving forward in a balanced, harmonious way. You're coming into union in some way that is very clear and true and authentic. There's an authenticity coming in, and I think that authentic word came out in something we were reading. The compass, maybe. And then you have 2 keys here. So I do feel like you do carry this knowledge, and you have learned quite a bit of knowledge, and people are looking to you in some way, even if it's not in a professional way, but I feel for a lot of you it is. But there is some key here. There's 2 keys actually. And if I just heard 2 keys to 2 different hearts. So there's something here for that for some of you. And then we have warrior here. This has been a spiritual battle for you. Whatever this experience has been a karmic lesson, because we did see justice as well. But you've been protected through this, and the sweetness of life is coming back in with that hummingbird we saw and with this watermelon. Something about summertime is maybe relevant for some of you as well. And this says, drive safe, I need you with me. So yes, it's choosing you. You are valued and loved by the people in your life. You're very valuable. You teach people a lot. You carry a lot of wisdom. Yeah, so there's this crown here too. You have reached a level of like, I'm thinking of the king and the queen and the tarot, like a level of mastery, a level of development here, a level of wisdom. Like I said, you're valuable to a lot of people. You carry a lot of authority in certain ways and spiritual knowledge. Take it as it resonates. But it's about like knowing your worth and your power too, with the Empress and this crown here, being in your sovereignty. There's something here about a family tree. And also about growth and abundance. So you are, Spirit wants you to know, whatever's you're letting go of is, like the tree, going to create, decompose and alchemize and create fertile ground for this blossoming of new life, of something new. There's some deep wisdom, and that's something really sweet and beautiful that's going to come out of this, even if you can't feel it or see it yet. And this says, live your dream. And I do feel like that is part of the Ace of Cups coming in. You're being offered some sort of opportunity that is going to bring you into a place of higher frequency in your whole life, like feeling just much more aligned and happy and abundant, and like a place you can grow from. And just like I was saying, look, here's the heart with a lock. You have the key. I feel like you have the key to someone else's heart too. So take that as it resonates, like I said, for you all. But then we have this beautiful little flower, and it's blue. So it's like, I feel like in this case, your throat chakra, with blue being the 5th chakra, your ability to speak your truth with all the sky energy coming through, your ability to be clear with yourself and others and to communicate clearly is really developing through this leadership skills that you're stepping into. And then we have the Merkaba here, which tells me this is also as you're growing and abundant, like whatever this like growth, ascension, new level is for you, you're protected through it, but you're also like growing spiritually. Your light body is expanding, if you know what I mean by that, meaning your auric field, your energy body is holding more light because you're holding a higher level of consciousness as these keys come through, as these things unlock in your heart and in your mind and in your life, as you let go of the past and you bury what is no longer fruitful, not watering, so to speak, not watering dead plants, but moving forward with this loving new opportunity that is coming through for you from the universe right now. Thank you, Group 1, for being here with me. I appreciate you so much. It's an honor and pleasure to read for you as always. If you would like a personal reading, I am available for that right now, and the link is in the description box below. I hope the messages were helpful. I'm sending you so much love and many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the card Destiny Path, Omnia Unus Est, number 35. I'm sorry if I butchered the Latin. Welcome, Group 2. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're doing really well. You also chose the Labradorite Lotus. The topic for today's reading is what you need to hear right now. We're looking at the energy coming through this full moon in Leo, or whenever you happen to land on this reading. But we're looking at the current powerful energies that are moving through astrologically and ascension-wise as we're closing out the year of the wood snake and transitioning on February 17th into the year of the fire horse, and things are really going to be moving forward quickly in 2026. And very auspicious, Group 2, that you received the Destiny Path. This is really amazing. And because I just read from the book what this card is about, and I didn't need to read the book for Group 1. It was kind of a simple to the point message, but I really want to read the book for you because this is really powerful, and I can't really say every single thing that this author speaks of in this card. So it's so beautiful, and I just happened to intuitively choose the Labradorite Lotus, and it turns out it is actually perfect for this card. So to start off your reading, Group 2, let's get into it. I'm going to draw from this new tarot deck that I just got from my friend Karen. Thank you so much if you're watching, Karen. I love it. It's the Mystical Cats Tarot. So we're going to look at that. I think I mentioned that in the beginning. I can't even remember now. And Oracle deck, and we're going to close your reading out with the charms. So we're just going to look at what you need to hear and go with the flow and see what Spirit wants to share with you. So to start off, and I do have some ideas after looking into your card here, but let's start there. Okay, so group 2, Destiny Path. Excuse me. It's called the Bee and the Snake. One of the most powerful cards in the deck, Omnia Unus Est, speaks of initiating the fulfillment of destiny through transmutation. Receiving this card means you are on the correct path, being led towards supreme success. It is confirmation that your destiny is in the works, even if current circumstances are contrary to your heart's deepest wishes. You have a profound purpose that is beyond your current understanding, but it is what every cell in your body has yearned to self-actualize. Even your limiting beliefs cannot stop the unfolding of your greatest potential. The symbol of the circles and triangle is known as the Philosopher's Stone, the symbol of transmutation and inner enlightenment. And that's why I said it's interesting I picked the Lotus. So the alchemical process of turning lead into gold through a deep cooking and heating process is representative of the psyche transforming into its highest potential, leading to enlightenment and the utter fulfillment of one's purpose in the physical realm. King Snake is the ultimate transmuter. This is true. And we have king snakes where I live, and I am pretty impressed. King Snake is non-venomous, yet can eat poisonous snakes often bigger than himself. This teaches about your ability to transmute a toxic situation into your greatest asset. The bees in this image represent the gifts you have within that are the utmost service to humanity. Bees are a gift to humanity as they pollinate about 80% of the crops that we eat. Your purpose is also a gift of service to humanity. Above and below the king snake, we see the image of the all-seeing eye, guarding and guiding you. There is a force that created you that has been facilitating your growth this entire time. Lastly, connecting it all together is the Latin term Omnia Unus Est, which translates to all is one, everything is connected. There is a mystery beyond your comprehension aligning you with what you were born to share. Every moment you have encountered was meant to bring you to exactly where you are right now. Ultimate self-actualization is your destiny. You are on the correct path. Wow. So I think you can see why I had to read that. That is really, so what you need to hear, this is what you need to hear, group 2. As we move into the year of the fire horse, I've read several things that the most important thing about that you can do to prepare for this energy is be in alignment. Be in alignment, be in coherence between your heart and your mind, your soul and your body. And I feel like group 2, you have been doing that work. That you are on this destiny path, that you are in alignment for whatever's coming next for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what else you need to hear. And maybe you need to hear that what you're coming into alignment with is your gifts are a service to humanity. They're not just, because I've had, I've told friends this, and I have received this message from friends of, like your gifts are not just for you. If you're highly talented at something, which all of us are, that's part of your purpose, and you're talented at it so that you can be part of the unity consciousness of the whole. All is one, one is all, so your gift is part of your destiny path. It will bring you the most happiness and fulfillment, but it is also a service to humanity. So if you happen to get into a self-deprecating space of not feeling like you should be spending the time or the money or the whatever investment to pursue this path or your gift, that it's selfish in some way or self-indulgent in some way. Know that that is not the truth. That is just limiting beliefs. But even that can't stop you, is what this card said. You are on this, you are in alignment for whatever's next. So let's see what Spirit wants to say about that. Wow, group 2. Thank you for being here. This is a great message. What else? Oh, okay, both. Oh, the Queen of Swords here. And then we have the Earth Tom, which is Earth Tom. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords coming out together. Sky Queen in this deck. So cute. Okay. Got a message, but I want to keep going. So what else does group 2 need to hear? Thank you. Whoa, that's quick. The Sea Tom, which is 2 knights now. The Knight of Cups. What else does group 2 need to hear right now, Spirit? Please and thank you. What does group 2 need to hear? The Sea Kitten. Cute. Or I'm sorry, the Sky Kitten. This is the Page of Swords. The Sky Kitten. And one more, please, for now. About what group 2 needs to hear right now. Another one. The Sea Kitten. And I did just say that. So you got the Sky Kitten. So 2 knights and 2 pages. Very interesting. So this is the Page of Cups. So let's see. I want to get more clarification, but for now we're going to look at the back of the deck. The Fool. This is the cat in this deck. Major Arcana, the very first 0. Okay, so this destiny path is a fresh new beginning. It might even feel like a leap of faith. It might be a little intimidating. With the pages and the knights here, it's like there is this energy of something being very like brand new. Like you feeling not only curious and excited, but yeah, lit up. Like youthful. I love that the Queen came out too, because it's telling me that you do have clarity and wisdom and maturity moving forward onto this path. Your heart is open. You're curious. You're open to learning. You're opening to discover. You have an open heart on this new path. Or if you don't, you're being encouraged too, because with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords coming out at first, it's like you have been doing the work, group 2. You have been slow and steady. Like slow and steady wins the race. It has been a journey. It has been, you've had to stay focused. You've gotten distracted at times and off track, and you've come back to center because all along you've been learning and getting more and more clear and getting more and more wisdom and information around and clarity around this. You're very clear on this direction. That's it. That's why you've been able to put this energy and this effort in towards it and plant the seeds and do the work, even if you did feel derailed at times, even if you did feel delayed at times, even if you felt distracted and like that you had other responsibilities that were in the way of you being like lighthearted and open and curious to move forward onto this destiny path. You've had clarity all along, but look at how that cat is carrying the little baby cat. So maybe for some of you, it has been about children, that you've been, delayed with some things that you've had to take care of with your children or with your projects or with your employees or with inner parts of your inner child that needed the care and the attention. It's like the Knight of Pentacles. Like this cat couldn't just this cat is very clear with the Queen here, knows exactly where to plant the seeds, what to build, what direction to go in, is committed to grounding this into the world, whatever this destiny is, and creating it. But, whatever you're bringing with you, whether it is actual people or just ideas and projects and gifts and things like that, is so important that obviously this cat could not just go forward with we're going to call it a she cat since it's got a kitten. We're just going to stereotype for now for simplicity. So she could not just leave this kitten to go play in the field and just stay focused on her goal and just keep going and not wait for the kitten, or not wrangle the kitten up and pick it up and be like, come on, and then have to rest and feed the kitten and do all the things. So it's been like this, you've had clarity. You've known exactly where you're going, even though there may have been, felt like there's been delays, or maybe, but of course these haven't, I feel like just like with children, not all of these delays or distractions have been things that, weren't important, or that you didn't love, or that you regret doing. It's just that this path has been a long time coming. You've been putting effort and energy in for a long time. And as you step onto this destiny path, you are ready to offer your heart and your excitement and your innocence and your vulnerability and your curiosity to this path, is what I'm seeing so far, especially with the Fool on the back. So let's clarify a little more here for you about what you need to know. Group 2, I love this energy for you. For the Earth Tom and the Sky Queen spirit, the 10 of Fire, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this got to be like very burdensome for you. How long this took maybe in some ways, or whatever the delays were, whatever. Tell me more about the Sea Tom, please. The Knight of Cups, why is it here? The Sky Tom, another knight. 3 knights, wow. So the Knight of Swords. So again, I'm being drawn back to the message of the Fire Horse year coming up. You're in alignment, as this card is letting us know so very clearly. So what has been slow, what you've been heading towards, what you've been investing in, all the burdens and delays and catastrophes and emergencies and things that, kind of came up along the way. You never lost your clarity. You never lost your vision. And as we move into this energy of the Fire Horse, so again, coming up February 17th, this year, because you're in alignment, because you're ready, because you've invested, because you've stayed focused, because you've been, on it, doing the work, this is all going to move forward really, really quickly for you. Really quickly. Tell me more about the Sky Kitten, please. Why is the Sky Kitten here? The Moon, number 18. Ooh, that's cool. Look at those mushrooms and those glowy eyes. The full moon in the background, and we are going into a full moon in Leo. This is Piscean energy. Pisces also makes me think of Cancer. Tell me about the Sea Kitten, please. Why is the Sea Kitten here? The Emperor, another major arcana. This is major arcana for Aries, number 4. I'm drawn to how this little Sky Kitten looks like they're taking a leap here. A playful leap of faith, not really like 100% sure. Kind of like the Fool energy. Like just being playful and exploring this unknown new space with curiosity. It's like there's a deeply intuitive feeling here about this destiny, about this purpose, but it's like you're in such a beginner's mind and you're being guided to stay playful and curious, and that will help you stay out of the realm of fear. And you're also being guided to whatever this purpose is you're stepping into, to continue to research and gather good information, to stay aware so that you can't be fooled or deceived by yourself or anyone else on this new path, because you're coming into your power through, interestingly, through a vulnerability here. I mean, look, what the Knight of Cups is more, he is always, or often, no, I would say always, offering in a vulnerable way from his or her heart. And this little kitty is in one of the most vulnerable positions for a cat, to be belly up like that, offering like a loving pet, like an invitation. So there's something here. And this Knight of Swords, this Sky Tom is going after the bird, what she wants. There's part of the burden about stepping onto this new path, Spirit is acknowledging, has been that it requires stepping into the unknown. We saw the Fool. It requires vulnerability. It requires opening your heart in order to get what you want, speaking your truth, being vulnerable, letting go of burdens from the past, and really being open to a new beginning and feeling, you know, like you don't always know what's next and you don't always know what you're doing even. But you know yourself with this Emperor here in the Sea Kitten. It's like you're opening up into a new beginning and you're being vulnerable, or you're being guided to. What's in the back of the deck as I'm holding it? The Stars, beautiful, number 17. This is Aquarius, Major Arcana for Aquarius. So this destiny path is a dream come true. It is your true north with the star here. You have gone through a lot of healing in order to get here. You have kept your eye focused, as we saw before, and now you're opening your heart and you're taking a leap, and you're willing to be vulnerable in the unknown space of creativity, because you know that's going to build a new beginning, like a foundation that's built on what makes your heart happy, because it is your true purpose that will make your heart happy, right? It is. We know that with the star here too. So this is what Spirit wants you to know, that if you don't already know that this is, you know, I feel like there's like some confirmation here for you. If this is resonating with you, maybe you just needed to know, because it has been burdensome. I feel for a while you've had clarity about where you wanted to go, but it wasn't like, but there wasn't the opportunity to move forward. Things weren't clear. But now you can see how you can do this. And this will come in very soon if it's not coming in already. Behind the star, we have the 8 of Fire. Like I said, it's going to come in fast. 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands. That's what Spirit's saying in response to when I said if it hasn't come in yet, it's going to come in very quickly, because this is your destiny path. And I'm guessing if this group is aligning with you, is resonating with you, you feel this. So I know you can probably feel a little nervous and like you're almost on unsolid ground with all this like beginner energy when you're not, you know, you're not a child. I do not feel that, of course. So I can't imagine you'd be watching this reading if you were a child. But, you know, it's like you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge here, but you're going to feel kind of like a beginner. You're going to feel, but this is you coming into your ultimate power and strength and stability and yeah, true north, happiness, wish fulfillment. Your destiny path is aligning for you, particularly this year is what I'm hearing. Whenever you land on this reading, you know, it might not be 2026, but if these messages are resonating, then this is the year that this happens for you. Can we please get some final messages for group 2, please, Spirit? What do they need to hear about right now? Encouragement. I love this card. Number 54, which is a 9. Yeah, you're completing a cycle. You're ready to step onto your destiny path after, you know, the investment and the work that you've put in and the focus that you've held and the clarity. And so, Spirit, I do feel I'm going to read from the book on this, but you are being encouraged, I think probably by people around you, to do this. But if not, this is encouragement from your higher self, from your spirit guides and angels, from the universe, telling you that, to cut your rising with the giraffes here, to take a higher view of things, that it wasn't all for nothing, that you were gaining wisdom and authority through this process of these new beginnings and feeling out of your depth at times. We have the magic stream behind that, number 18, which is the number of the moon again. 1818 might be a significant number for you, or 18 in general, but it's another 9. 99999 are angel numbers coming through for you, group 2, and that is, you are definitely completing a cycle and moving into this wish fulfillment, your destiny, the star coming out too. Like, I can't make this up. And the fact that I chose this Lotus, it's like, and I just heard no mud, no lotus. Yes, you have been through the mud. Your roots they go deep, and you have pushed up through a lot. And it's going to be, it might feel almost strange for you to be in this, such a youth, like a new beginning, vulnerable kind of energy, because you have experienced so much, but it's going to also feel really good. It's going to feel surprisingly grounding and empowering is what I'm getting. So let's see, number 54, encouragement. It says, you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. Absolutely, with the full destiny path. So maybe you're receiving a nudge right now. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, which is what I said with the Emperor here, to trust that vulnerability, trust your heart space and your creative energy. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Wow. Oh, I love that. Love it. So that is perfect, and it goes right along with the other messages. And I'm hearing, let's look at 18 real quick. Let's see, the magic stream says everything is connected, and that's what this card was about too. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Yep. Wow. Okay, let's get into your charms now, group 2, and see what final messages want to come through for you for this full moon in Leo. If you are resonating with this and liking it, please like it. It does help my channel grow, and I do love to know that you liked it. And thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting and subscribing and all the nice, wonderful, beautiful energy exchanges you do, and for being here and watching. I appreciate you so much. Or listening, whatever the case. All right, it might be a little loud for just a few seconds. So if you have headphones on or you're sensitive to noise, you might want to turn it down. For group 2, please, Spirit, what do they need to hear right now? What messages can we close out the reading for group 2? Okay. And if you missed the little short that I posted about adding the baby tarot, did you get any? I'm going to be sad if you didn't. Oh, no, you got one. I added the baby tarot that a friend gave me for Christmas to the charms, and I put that in a short, like the whole unveiling of it. If you're interested, it's out there. Okay, so you have temperance here in the baby tarot. So this is like you are being guided. Things are alchemizing again, that message of transmutation and alchemy. Transforming from the old into the new. And again, right along those lines, you have this black tourmaline piece, which is an alchemizer, which clears the heavier energies and shadows, alchemizes them back into pure light, pure energy. I feel like that's part of your power here with the Emperor clarifying the Page of Cups. It's like part of your alchemizing, transmuting power is your pure heart, is your innocence, is your sweetness. Believe. With the star there too. Yeah, don't give up hope and encouragement. And this says the love between a mother and a daughter is forever. Maybe that is significant as for some of you in some way, but there is that energy of nurturing, of being nurtured onto this path that was mentioned in the encouragement card. And then we have brave. You have been brave. We saw the Fool. You are willing to take a leap of faith in the direction of your destiny, of your star, of your true north, of what you wish, dream, and desire. Your dreams coming true. Group 2, this is amazing and beautiful. Your dream is coming true. It doesn't get more beautiful than that, to be honest. Yeah, dream, just as I'm saying that. Beautiful dream. Here it is. Brave, believe. Brave, beautiful dream. What else do we have in the words? Imagine. Yeah, imagine, believe your brave, beautiful dream, because you're stepping onto this path. This is what you're in alignment for. With Temperance here too, this is like divine timing. This is blessed and protected by the angels. You are transmuting and alchemizing. Like I said, coming into coherence on a lot of levels. You're manifesting, you're connecting with your divine nature, with this infinity symbol as well, your infinite self, your soul. Your manifestation ability is really increasing on this path as well. You're going to be very happy, like geeked out kind of happy with this smiley face here. Look how happy that smiley face is. Believe it, group 2. Here's a unicorn. And in this case, I'm getting, this time I get different messages sometimes with the charms. This I'm hearing is like with the 8 of Wands and all these knights and these pages, this energy of magic rushing into your life. There is like a unicorn, a magical unicorn, a miracle in a way, coming into your life, you aligning on this destiny path. There might even be an opportunity coming. It just depends. But you're definitely, you can't, like it said from this card, your limiting beliefs can't even stop you now. There's magic here coming in for you. You've been strong and flexible, and you're being guided to continue to do that with the palm tree here. You've weathered the storms. You've been the mud and the lotus. You know, you've held strong. And it is definitely paying off for you. And we have the pants with the little heart. And to me, that's kind of like the heart on the sleeve message of like you're not, you're feeling, and we saw that with this Knight of Cups as well, and the Page of Cups. You're learning that having an open heart is part of your superpower. It's part of, oh, and you have the Philosopher's Stone here, your ability to alchemize, just as I'm saying that. You're a magical, unique being, group 2, very spiritually connected. Something with your mother's line, your mother's side perhaps as well. Take that as it resonates. This says drive safe. I need you here with me. And whenever I see that, I feel like there's a lot of people in your life who you're like, Spirit's reminding you they're all to be good to yourself, to love yourself, to take care of yourself, because there are a lot of people who really receive a lot of encouragement from you, who really love you and depend on you and, you know, value you. So maybe you need to hear that. And it's just as I say that I'm pulling this umbrella, and it's like, yeah, you are on an umbrella in this storm for a lot of people, with encouragement here too. So there's something about that Spirit wants you to know that, you know, this is part of your dream coming true. Then we have this shell here, and it reminds me of a pearl in the shell. And again, that message of, you know, lessons and time and work and burdens and things that, with Temperance here too, the test of time, the things that you have learned have brought you into being this beautiful pearl, this unique unicorn, this person who's smiling and has their heart open, yet is incredibly strong and flexible, and has the ability to really alchemize time and space in a way. Like maybe some of you are healers as well. You don't have to be though. But you have a healing presence on people regardless, is what I'm hearing. And then you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Again, it's like you are the light in a lot of people's lives. This destiny path for you is part of that. You're very protective, your presence with the king snakes here. You have a very, with the emperor too, you have a, it doesn't matter if you are, you know, your gender. It's like you have a beautifully developed masculine energy and feminine here too, actually. But I'm looking at the masculine now in the sense of you have a very healthy, developed masculine where other people feel safe, secure, loved, and provided for in your presence. It's really a beautiful feeling that I'm feeling, group 2. So that energy itself is encouraging for others, and you're finding that the strength of that masculine energy, regardless of your gender, we're not talking about that, but the energy within you that is like in charge, that is taking action, that's out in the world, that carries a lot of your self-worth and protects your self-worth and your image and your stability in life and your structures in life. Okay, that part of you is very balanced, and you're finding that part of what brings you into alignment and into your wishes and dreams coming true and into is by balancing the force of this feminine energy with the cups and the moon of compassion, love, receptivity, emotional openness, and open heart, including others, encouraging and nurturing others. And so this beautiful balance within you, you're finding that it is from the strength of your heart, the strength of your ability to be nurturing, encouraging, and open and loving with discernment in your life to the right people, places, and things actually opens up more stability and brings you into your power, into your destiny, in alignment with your wishes and dreams coming true. And then we have this angel wing here, so beautiful. Again, you're being protected. And I heard you're about to fly. Yeah, look at this little guy. He's flying. He doesn't care that he doesn't know where he's gonna land. He's researched enough. He's like, it's time for me to just be playful and discover that way. I don't want to sit behind the computer screen anymore. I just want to go out in the field and jump around. And if I land on the bee, I guess I learned a lesson about a bee. And you know, if I land on a beautiful flower, I guess I learned about a beautiful flower. So it's like, investigating, learning through an open heart, through excitement, through curiosity, through a youthful spirit of curiosity and adventure. Yeah, and this says live in the moment, just what I was saying. And this is what is happening on your destiny path. You're opening up into the more of this happiness because your inner child is like, woo, all right, this, woohoo, this is our like destiny path. This is what we've been dreaming of here since we were little in some way, even if it's not in the exact way that this is all playing out. But the feeling of it is something that you have been dreaming of since childhood because it's been part of your destiny. It's always been a part of you, your soul, and your heart. And this says friends forever. So take that as it resonates. For some of you, this might include a friend in some way as part of this destiny path. Or your friends, we have encouragement. You're encouraging your friends are encouraging you in some way. And Spirit just wants you to know there's a lot of love and a lot of friendship here in your life and a lot of support. And you shine very brightly. Your friends really appreciate all that you share. And watching you do whatever this is, you're inspiring the people around you that really love you. Look, there's so much love in your life and love available for you. When we have the mother-daughter, and then we have these two that look like maybe parent and child. So there might be something about parent and child in here for you too, as far as a destiny path. And just as I say that, I notice the last little charm is again a unicorn, but it's a little rocking horse. So this might be about a child, maybe a girl child or a boy child. Actually, we have, doesn't matter, but there's some sort of blessing here. Absolutely. That is opening up through this. This is your destiny, whatever. It's a blessing and it's your destiny, group 2. And this is what Spirit wanted you to know about today. So let me know in the comments, like, how, if you want to, like how this resonated, how these messages might have been helpful or, highlighted your story for you in some way, because I'm very curious. I'm feeling a lot of different energies in this particular group, but it is quite beautiful regardless of how you're resonating. And here's a close-up of the charms. Thank you so much for joining me here, group 2. I appreciate you so much. I hope that the reading was helpful in some way or in many ways. I am available for personal readings right now, so if you would like to dive deeper into your own situation, the link for that is in the description box below. Thank you for all the energy exchanges, for being here with me, and all that you give and allowing for me to read for you, because I appreciate that so much. It's always an honor and a pleasure. And this was an incredibly powerful and beautiful reading, Group 2. I'm excited for you. I'm sending you so much love, many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the transformation card, number 42. Number 42, right? Yes. With the Lapis Lazuli stone. Welcome, Group 3. Thank you for joining me here for this reading for the full moon. Oh, here's Group 2's Lotus. For the full moon in Leo currently. This is a timeless reading, however. And today we're looking at whatever you need to hear right now, what Spirit wants to share with you, because we are in very powerful times right now with the astrological energies as well as the collective ascension energies. There's a lot of transformation, transmutation, which is interesting. Your card says transformation. And now that I'm channeling Group 3, I can say that there has been a theme throughout these readings today of alchemy, of transmutation, of transformation. So thank you for joining me, like I said, here today, Group 3. I really do appreciate you so much, and I'm excited to get into your reading today. We're going to look into this a little more. We're going to draw from the tarot, get really detailed into this, whatever you need to hear right now. I'm going to get some oracle cards here at the end before we get into the charms to close out your reading. That's the game plan for today or tonight, whenever you're here. The tarot deck I'm using was a gift from my friend Karen, so thank you so much, Karen, if you're watching this group. I'm super excited about it. This is the back. It is the Mystical Cat Tarot, and if you know me, if you've been here before, you know I love cats. I love all animals, I mean, honestly, but I do love cats. And I have a cat that shows up here and there on the channel. She's actually sleeping in the cubby. You can kind of see the cubby back there, but Bella. Anyway, so let's get into your reading, Group 3, transformation number 42. So this card is telling me what you need to hear right now is you are on the precipice of a brand new beginning. There's some sort of major change happening in your life right now or about to happen. You might still be, and you might feel this. I feel like if this is resonating with you, this message shouldn't trigger you or scare you, by the way. If this gives you a weird, triggered or scared feeling, this is probably not your message. This is, just something that you might be like, I'm kind of feeling that. Or you're very aware that there is a big transformation happening. This is the Phoenix rising in this photo or in this picture. So we're going to read from the book. This is the Animal Apothecary Guidebook. And see, because the message was pretty powerful, so I would like for you to hear it. So it says, and if you don't want to hear a reading from the book, please just skip ahead. So this is the Phoenix. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. And it says, Phoenix is an ancient bird that will burn himself every few hundred years to be born anew. And I'm going to skip this first paragraph, but something really interesting I never heard before is he diligently builds his nest with cinnamon and frankincense. And then with one clap of his wings, he ignites his nest into a blazing fire. So it's very interesting. It's like there's this sacredness to this, and this energy of the bird, the clapping its wings, of you manifesting this, or the universe, like this divine snap, this friction that creates a new beginning, a spark, a flame that changes everything. So this says, Phoenix comes with informative medicine. He says, you also are on the verge of a total transformation. Although you may still be living a current reality that your past self manifested, the medicine of this card foretells a profound change is approaching. You are in the space in between jumping timelines. This timeline is your transition from an old version of yourself into the new and evolved version of yourself. Do not get caught in the trap of believing your current reality defines what lies ahead. It is very possible you are projecting old, limiting beliefs onto the situation. Trust that all of your effort over the last months and years are in the alchemical process of manifesting. You are now in the moment before you shift into your fullest self. You must believe the highest version of yourself is waiting and ready to be self-actualized. Wow. So that is, you know, starting off your reading as far as like what Spirit wants you to know right now. So you're on the precipice of a big change, a big transformation in your life. Group 3, if this is your reading. So let's look deeper and hear more about what Spirit wants to share with you right now about this transformation. And what do they need to hear? What does group 3 need to hear, please, Spirit? Tuning in. Thank you. Messages. What does group 3 need to hear? We have the 6 of C, which is the 6 of Cups in this kitty tarot, or the cat, mystical cat tarot. I'm going to put this here. Tell me more, please, about what does group 3 need to hear. The Chariot, number 7. This is major arcana for Cancer. What else? The Ace of C. We have all water out here so far. The Ace of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio might be strong or prominent in your chart, but it doesn't have to be. Scorpio is the Phoenix, by the way. It is one of the aspects of the Phoenix energy. Scorpio. Okay, let's see one more. The Queen of Swords. She's come out in every deck, or every group. The Sky Queen, Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. On the back of the deck, we have more water energy with Pisces and the Moon, number 18. I'm going to clarify, but there's definitely something here about balancing your emotions, something from the past, in order to move forward into a promising new beginning where you have boundaries and discernment and wisdom, where you can see through illusions, and with this moon energy here, where you can see clearly, your emotions aren't clouding you, overcoming something from the past in order to move forward into. So this is that change. This Ace of Cups here, it's very promising. And with the Moon here, I'm also getting that you, for a lot of you, but you're not feeling fear around this. Maybe anticipation, but not fear. So for a lot of you, you don't see this change coming. You're just moving forward. You're this new beginning coming, this shift. You're just moving forward from your past, or you're putting all of your energy, focus, and effort into balancing things, with this being a 6 as well, into balancing your life, into balancing yourself, because there is this new opportunity here. And you're going to be very discerning around this, because you want to be able to not be fooled, but like you were maybe in the past, or by the past, something like that. All right, let's get a little more information here around what does group 3 need to hear. The consequences, is that right? Yeah. I'm just thinking, sorry. This is number 11. Justice. Yeah, there was some sort of something that happened in the past that was karmic, for sure. Let's get more. The injustice is Libra. So tell me about the Chariot. The Priest. Number 5. This is the Hierophant. Taurus energy. Major Arcana for Taurus. This is a lot of Major Arcana. Tell me why the Ace of Sea is here, please, Spirit. The 10 of Sea. Gosh, so much water. 10 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm like, that doesn't look like the 10 of Cups. 10 of Sky. 10 of Swords. More air energy. That makes more sense. And the Sky Queen. Why has this Queen of Swords been all over this reading? These readings today. 4 of Fire. Interesting. The 4 of Wands. That's beautiful. And what's on the back of the deck? The 8 of Earth. The 8 of Pentacles. I feel like I'm saying things in a weird way, sorry. The 8 of Pentacles. How cute is that? That Siamese cat with all those kitties. So there's a lot of work, you know, there's a lot built into this this change. There's like, this is something like you've actually been working on for a while. It's taken a lot of focus, and you might have even done some like counseling or training around this to bring this into balance. Whatever from the past, excuse me, that was, as my throat's starting to shut down, whatever from the past was difficult, that felt like, I'm really getting that there was something in the past, a memory that was kind of haunting you, that felt unfair, that was creating imbalance in your life, that felt unjust in some way. Or maybe you're thinking back on a past past marriage, but you're moving forward, like you have learned some sort of that. You're following this spiritual lesson that you have learned. And so for some, there was a painful ending. There's a new beginning out after a painful ending. I'm hearing even out of a painful ending, there is a brand new offer of love and opportunity. Something comes into balance. Something is learned. Some sort of justice, and something is made right here. And maybe you don't see this coming when we saw the moon, but you are going to, you're going to see clearly, because this new beginning is going to shock you, I feel like, a little bit. With this 4 of Wands here, it's like you're going to not be able to miss this, first of all, okay? So you're just like moving forward in your life. So maybe you don't see this coming. Maybe some of the past stuff is still lingering, just like this card said, with Justice and the 6 of Cups. Like memories from the past, things you're still kind of hooked into, that you're still balancing out, that you're still working with, you know, learning from, spiritually growing from, releasing, healing. This new beginning heals whatever the painful ending from the past was. It's like the light, the new dawn. And I just keep hearing that the message here is you're not going to miss this. You're going to have complete clarity around this portal, around this change. You're not going to hesitate. You are being divinely guided. This is a spiritual path. So don't worry if you are afraid that the pain or the memories from the past are going to hold you back from this beautiful new start, this new portal, this new opportunity. It's like a brand new life, even like a new level of something in your life. You're not going to miss it. You're transforming for it. And it's I feel like it's part of your destiny, even though we don't have that card here specifically. I'm just feeling that intuitively. Something you've worked really hard for. Yeah, just like it's like the work of the phoenix, you know, was to gather the nest, build the nest, and gather the cinnamon and what was the other thing that lit it on fire? Whatever the other thing was, I've already forgotten. But then it's like, you know, you've done the work, but the universe is what is the spark that allows things to move forward, that starts the fire, that has started the fire, if not already. Something, and I'm sure this hasn't been easy. It's required a lot of focus, a lot of discipline, a lot of maybe even learning and strength. But just like this card says, like out of something old, something new is born, something beautiful, more beautiful is born. And you can see, you'll be able to see this clearly. What is wanting to split here? The star. You'll see this clearly. This is your wish fulfillment. This is your destiny. I remember I said I didn't have a card here for destiny. Now I do. Number 17, the star. This is the energy of Aquarius. Major arcana for Aquarius. Yes. Whatever this transformation is that is happening for you, something you've been working for a long time on, what's behind that? The 9 of fire. Yes. Something you have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into is suddenly opening up, and maybe you don't see this coming. With the Earth King behind that, yeah, there's a lot of stability and abundance coming in that you're manifesting. The Magician was behind that, which is cat magic. So you have, just like the Phoenix initiates its own burning, its own transformation, so it can rebirth into something brighter. That's pretty much an excellent description, Spirit saying, of what has karmically transpired here for you. And even though you might be still having some memories from the past and feel like you're kind of stuck in certain ways, you're not. You're coming into balance. Stay focused. Stay focused on your spiritual practices or your learning practices, whatever it is that you're practicing that's helping you move forward. Because this new beginning is going to overpower the pain of the past. It is the sun coming up after the dark night. And you're going to see clearly exactly how to step into this new beginning, how this new foundation is going to bring wisdom and clarity into your life. It aligns you with your true north, as we saw with the star here. It aligns you with your destiny, with your wish fulfillment. And it's very healing for you. So this is really beautiful. Group 3, this is what Spirit wants you to know, that there is a transformation on the table, and coming up in your life, if it's not already here. And it's something you've been manifesting after an ending, and it is karmic justice for something from the past. And it will bring you into alignment with your happiness, with your true north. Something you've put a lot of work and invested a lot into and care a lot about. There's a beautiful new beginning here. So what messages from this Oracle deck want to come through for group 3, please, Spirit? What else do they need to know right now? Whoa. Cleaning house. Yeah, so part of maybe that's making space. You are clearing out the old. So, and again, there's that message of, even if you're still feeling a bit of the old timeline, the old memories, cleaning house will help, maybe getting rid of some old things, some old memories, if that's appropriate. But number 37 is a portal, because it's number 10, which again is a 1, and we're moving into a 1 year. 2026 is also a 10. So it is an opportunity to, it's a portal really of an ending and a beginning, and you have that strongly in your reading. So I want to look just at the keywords and kind of make sure I'm not missing anything, because I'm also getting with cleaning house. Yeah, it's really, what I'm feeling here is cleaning up the memories of the past. It's almost like after this phoenix burns into the ashes needs to be cleaned up. Even though you're now shining brightly, it's like there's still some old energy. So maybe it's as simple as like a salt bath, or getting out in the sun, or in a natural body of water, or in the snow or rain or something. It says it's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card, it's in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business that you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you have resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest and clean house. Wow. That feels very fitting with justice. Be honest, be truthful about these memories that you need to let go of in order to move forward in alignment with your higher spiritual path, with your like spiritual alignment, your path that opens up a Ace of Cups path, like a path that is the path of your heart, that is the path that leads you to emotional fulfillment and happiness in your life. And with this here too, I did feel when this came out, you have discernment around that. You know exactly like what you want as far as a home, a future, a partnership, if that's what you're looking for. You know what you want. You're very clear. And this new beginning is coming, and it's here because you've done the work and it's manifesting. But you are being guided. I think that's part of what Spirit wants you to know here in this reading today, is you are in the midst of a major change, even if you don't see it fully yet. And part of why you don't feel it fully yet is because there are things that need to be let go of still, even if it's as simple as decluttering some things. But there is like, you're being guided to be honest about things too, you know, from the past, and about yourself, and forgiving and doing that work of forgiveness and letting go. Here with this Ace of Cups promises a new beginning once you release this pain of the past. You can see in the background of this card, always in the Ten of Swords, there's a dawn coming up after the night. It can be symbolic of the dark night of the soul. And then after we clear the clutter, after the storm passes or the night passes, then the sun comes out, then this opportunity lights up again. So part of what Spirit wants you to know here in this reading today is you are on the precipice of a major change and cleaning, decluttering your mind, your heart, your life, difficult memories from the past, being honest about this, letting this be spiritual growth and spiritual evolution, allowing you to move forward spiritually in your life even as this happens. And I'm like, what happened to the deck? It's on my lap. On the back of the deck, we have Bone Collector, number 1. So this reminds me of the Magician. Again, you are manifesting this. You know, because you are so focused on what you want, you do know what you want. You just have to let go of, be honest about what you need to let go of from the past so that you can really embrace this new beginning fully. Bone Collector. You are whole and have everything you need within. That's right. I forgot. I was trying to remember what the card meant. Yes, and I think you see that too. The Four of Wands can also, or Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands can also represent wholeness, completeness. And you get to see this soon. On the other side of this transformation, this is what Spirit wants you to hear and know today, is that this is coming. If you don't see it yet, if you don't feel it yet, it is, you can't even stop it. It is in the, you've already done the work. It just keep moving forward, keep following your spiritual practice, your beliefs that have gotten you this far, whatever that is, even if it's just a way of thinking. Keep decluttering your mind, your heart, your life. This is all coming forward for you in a really beautiful way. I don't even know where to put this, so I'll just leave it here. Wow. Okay. So let me know how this is resonating in the comments. If you would like to share with me, I do love to connect with you there. If you're liking it, please like it. That does really help the channel grow, and it also helps me know that you liked it, and I appreciate the energy exchange. So let's get into your charms, group 3. This is going to be a little noisy if you're sensitive to noise or have headphones on. You might want to turn it down for just a few seconds. So for group 3, please, Spirit, what messages want to come through? What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to know for group 3? Thank you, Spirit. All right, for group 3. So for those of you who didn't see, I did post a little short on where I introduced the baby tarot to the charm bowl. My friend just bought me this really cute necklace that included all the major arcana in these really tiny, tiny little tarot cards. So they're perfect to add to the charm bowl, and I'm so excited. And there's a little short I posted if you want to watch the unveiling and blessing as I dump them into the charms. So kind of fun. Anyway, so we have here the Hermit, Virgo energy. So yeah, you have probably been in a time where maybe you've been feeling a little withdrawn, like you have needed to go within, where you have been learning these, having to face some truths and learning some deep spiritual lessons and find your light again. There's like you're growing in wisdom here, doing the inner work, finding with the star came out. It's like You've kept your eye, you've done the work within the dark to find the light. You've stayed focused on the light, even through, you know, this time where you went inward and explored inwardly. You've never lost sight of what it is that you desire here, what it is you've wanted all along. And there's just here some truths about the past. You have maybe even for some of you, some truths from the past surfaced that created this transformation, created this intense shift in you. But either way, it's been a massive spiritual upgrade and evolution for you, and it's going to move you forward into a powerful, loving new beginning that's in alignment. So clear any emotional baggage or clutter from the past. You're ready to shine. You're ready to celebrate this whenever you're ready, essentially. Whenever you feel like you're ready to come out of this hermit mode. I was playing around with it. It did come out in reverse when I pulled it out. Not that I really pay attention to that in the charms, but it does seem relevant that maybe you're ready to reemerge here soon in your in your new shift, in your new Phoenix self. That you have the Chariot here, which represents to me a lot of times willpower. And then you also have this in the charms, willpower. It represents the third chakra to me, the solar plexus, the power of, you know, our like healthy ego in a way, our ability to pull from our inner reserve and balance aspects of our shadow and our light in order to gain enough balance and wisdom and energy to push forward through tough times, or maybe even tough boundaries or difficult situations in our lives that something like this, where we were karmically held back or emotionally held back from something. It requires a lot of willpower and focus to create change in our lives. And I think that you have been brave enough to do this. And Spirit wants you to know you are brave enough if you haven't seen this yet. With brave coming out. Hope. The star also came out. Don't lose hope on this change. You're in the midst, if you're in the midst of the burning, the very painful part, don't lose hope. Stay brave. Keep using your willpower to drive forward, because this is part of the spiritual ascension growth. Stay in the present moment. That will help with live in the moment here. Stay focused on the light, on the star, on what you're moving towards. The sun, I heard too. But this new portal, this new home, this new foundation, this new beginning, that you're so clear and honest with yourself about what you want, because you have gotten honest with yourself about who you are and what you want. You found your sovereignty in some way with this crown here, beautiful group 3, coming into your power in a new way, and this new timeline as you're in between timelines. Enough, you're learning more about that you are enough, like more about your self-worth, more self-confidence building as you're using more of your willpower. And part of the spiritual lesson brings you into a place of self-confidence, self-worth, and power to move forward in the world in a way you didn't before, like a new level of sovereignty. But I'm also hearing that for some of you, you've had enough. Whatever the memories of the past, whatever truth came to light, you're done. Like enough is enough. And it gave you the power and the energy and the ability, even though it hurt, it allowed things to transform, break down in order for you to see the light where you wanted to go. Like you did the healing, you did the inner work. And because of this, you are being rewarded. You have found some sort of key, wisdom, knowledge that has opened up a new timeline for you. We keep getting that. And then here is the angel, this angel letting you know that you are being blessed, you are being protected, you're being watched over through all of this. Because it definitely seems like somewhat challenging energy, especially with the star coming out, like you are in the Hierophant too. You are being, you know, this is a blessed path. There is, you are being guided by the divine through this. And I think you know this, group 3. And then we have trust. Yeah. If you don't trust, you are being guided. This is, especially like when we're in the painful part of the Phoenix, the fire burning part can be very, difficult sometimes to see on the other side of it, this new beginning. But if you stay in the present moment and you stay focused on the light, on hope, on trust, on the vision of the future of who you're becoming and what you want and the dream that you're bringing to life, It will help you, bring you through to the other side. And you have a lot of help, a lot of guidance. Here, this black star always reminds me of coming into shining more of your light through integrating your shadow. And I do believe that's what you're up to with the Phoenix here. And transmutation, you're transmuting lead into gold here, alchemy. You know, your shadow is becoming your wisdom, your power, your strength to move forward. It's part of how you create a new beginning. We have the umbrella here. And I just got the message, it's closed now, because it's like, or it's closing soon, because you've had a lot of tears. There's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of pain in the past. And you have your umbrella with you still, but you no longer have to hold it open, because it's like the sun is back out again. I do feel like the sun, we didn't have the sun come out, but I do feel it here in your reading. It's like the sun is coming out again for you. If it's not now, it's soon. And this kind of reminds me of the sun, but yeah, I'm kind of stretching it. But the back, that reminds me of the sun. But it says, what does it say? She believed she could, so she did. So take the pronoun as it resonates. But you believed you did, and you will, or you are. Willpower. You're making it happen with this Chariot and the Hierophant. You are in charge, group 3. If you don't see this yet, if you don't know this yet, you're in charge of this change. You're and it's creating a beautiful new beginning. And it's partially because you see clearly exactly what you want, and you've been doing the work to move towards it. There is this, with the cherries here, this like sweetness coming in, this innocence and the sweetness of life returning with this Ace of Cups in this new opportunity, in this new beginning that is coming forward for you. We have the lips here, and I do feel like that is about communication. In this group, I'm feeling in this, as I'm reading your charms here intuitively, I do feel this is about your voice. I think, didn't I have my 5th chakra kind of closed up at some point? Like, this is about you speaking more of your wisdom and your truth. Maybe that's part of what you're stepping into. But I feel like, yeah, there's this energy of being able to trust your voice, of being able to speak. Oh, I just heard speak truth into existence. So you're learning how to manifest in a really big way. But I also feel like the lips like this, there's something about abundance and beauty and fruitfulness coming in for you. And this says, it takes a big heart to teach little minds. Yeah, I do feel like a lot of you are transforming into some sort of, you're either being taught, someone is teaching you something valuable, or you are teaching someone else, or you're moving into a position where you are teaching or guiding others in some way. Take it as it resonates. Either way, it's like there's a lot of love here that is being alchemized, a lot of pain from the past that's being alchemized into a powerful, beautiful, aligned and focused new beginning. Helping this come through, I keep getting drawn to this cleaning house. Cutting, just as I look at the scissors, cutting away anything that no longer serves you, or even cleaning physically the house and getting rid of clutter will actually really help this move forward more smoothly, more quickly for you. And how interesting, we have this little heart with the lock, and you also have the key. So I do, with the Ace of Cups here, feel like more love is coming into your life. There is a healing of the heart space. There is a transformation. This is being divinely and angelically guided and led, however that resonates with you. And if you don't see it yet, it's right around the corner. It's coming in. So keep your eye on the positive. Stay focused, like on your spiritual practice, or whatever it is that you're learning, whatever it is that keeps you balanced and moving forward. Because when we're going through the flames, when we're going through the pain of it all, sometimes it's hard to even see or imagine the sweetness on the other side. But there is always a new day. There is always a dawn after the darkness. And that's what I hear for you, group 3. These are the messages coming through, what you need to hear right now through this full moon in Leo, or whenever you're landing on this reading. I hope these messages were helpful for you in some way. I thank you for allowing me to read for you. It's been a pleasure, as always. I am available for personal readings right now if you would like to dive deeper into your personal situation. And the link for that is in the description box below. So I'm sending you so much love and many blessings. Thank you for all that you give back to me, for being here with me, for listening and watching, for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all the things. I'm sending you so much love. Many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you next time.